Hello and welcome back to your English language class. I am your English language instructor Abid Bajwa, and in today's session we'll be talking about 20 the most interesting and commonly used idiomatic expressions in the English language. Dear viewers, if you are learning a new language, whether it is the English language or any other language of the world, you must dig deeper so that you can enjoy the real essence of its content. For example, you have to go through the phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions, proverbs. In that case only you will be able to not only enjoy that language, but you will also be able to improve your written and spoken skills. Why I have chosen these 20 idiomatic expressions for you today? Because I believe that they not only enhance your vocabulary, but they are also going to develop your English language skills to a great deal. Another reason for adopting and choosing these idiomatic phrases, idiomatic expressions for today's session is that I personally like them all of these idioms. Before we go towards our video, I would like to advise and suggest all those viewers who have joined me today to go back and watch my previous videos about the English grammar, language and O-level examinations preparation. So stay tuned, stay healthy, and before you leave this channel, before you leave this video, I would like to advise you all to give your feedback. You can send me an email or you can drop me a message at my WhatsApp. Stay tuned. Welcome back, students. So let's start our today's session, in which we'll be explaining 20 interesting and common idiomatic expressions that you might find very useful whenever you are speaking or whenever you are trying to write any piece of writing in your exams, in your personal use. And in this way, if you will follow them truly, you will be able to not only improve and enhance your English language skills, but you will also be able to leave a very good and exciting impressions on other people while you'll be using them in your daily use. So let's begin. Before we proceed, you must know what an idiom is. So what is the meaning of an idiom, by the way? An idiom is a group of words that are used as a common expression whose meaning is not deducible from that of the literal words. For example, whenever we say that you have nailed it, so meaning to say we are not actually talking about a nail, but we are referring it to something that a person has been able to accomplish a task successfully, or he has understood a concept. So it is not its literal meaning, it's a metaphorical meaning rather. So this is what an idiom is, and if you will be accustomed to use these idiomatic expressions in your daily use, you will be able to speak like the natives of English language. So these are the idioms, some of the idioms example. Moving on, why these idioms are important. Learning idiomatic expressions helps non-native speakers of a language become more fluent and sound more native-like. Learning idiomatic expressions increases the vocabulary as well and lexicon of the English language learner. So let's start our first idiomatic expression or the idiom, that is my favorite, hold your horses. Why and where do we use this idiom, hold your horses? So just look at the meaning. A way of telling someone to stop or slowing down. In our daily life matters, we sometimes or we more often come across the situations like these when a person is keeping on talking and talking, he is not listening to other person and he is not under control. So you can use this at that particular situation, hold your horses, a way of telling someone to stop or slowing down. And I have just given an example. See, hey, relax and hold your horses. as we should not take a decision rashly. Interesting? Let's move on to the second idiom. It takes two to tango. How many of you know what tango is? Tango is actually a type of a dance, and it has been used in the English language as an idiom as well. It takes two to tango. Just guess the meaning. The meaning is, see the meaning. When both parties are involved equally or responsible for something, when both parties involved are equally responsible for something, no matter it is an argument, no matter it is some counter arguments or the discussions like these, you use these idiomatic phrase, idiomatic expression when two opposing views are put all together. And I have just given an example. You both should forgive each other as it takes two to tango. Our third idiom is have your ducks in a row. Have your ducks in a row. Meaning, have everything available and organized before starting an activity or a project. We use this idiomatic expression when we mean to say that we must be ready. We must be in a special form to consider all those things which we are going to act upon in the future. And I have tried to give an expression. I'll get my ducks in a row before I go for a vacation. I don't want to leave something important behind. So, did you like that? Interesting. Moving on to our next idiomatic expression is to burn the midnight oil. To burn the midnight oil. Can you guess the meaning? The meaning is when we work or study late at night, when you are involved doing something in a very or an extra concentrated way, we use this idiomatic expression. And the example is, I have been burning midnight oil to achieve top grades in O-levels exams. So mind you, wherever you come across the situations like these in your coming future, you are recommended to use this phrase. So let's skip on to the fifth idiomatic expression, that is a sacred cow. Have you seen a cow, by the way? A sacred cow. What can be the meaning? Isn't it interesting? It sounds good. So guess the meaning. The meaning is a person, a belief, or a thing that is above criticism or exempted from questioning. Anything that you cannot talk about. So, it's usage. There are no sacred cows in this organization, and all of us are answerable for our action. Next one is to burn the candle at both ends. To burn the candle at both ends. Its meaning is to work or do other things from early morning until late at night, and so get very little rest. When you are absorbed in a personal matter or any other organizational matter in such a way that you are hardly able to give rest to your body, or you are completely absorbed in that matter, we use this to burn the candle at both ends. We know that excess in anything is bad. So its usage can be, she has been burning her candle at both ends lately, trying to complete her assignments on time. Our seventh idiom is to burn your bridges. To burn your bridges. It means the act of ending relations with another person or organization. When you are done with someone or something in your life, you are sometimes forced to stop talking to them or stop your relations with them. So you can use, at the situations like these, you can use this particular idiom in your language. To burn your bridges. I have given a sentence, an example for you. Never burn your bridges with your old friends, as you might need them one day. Next one is cock and bull story. Cock and bull story. Interesting. Have you ever heard that a cock was in a fight, was in a competition with a bull? So there is no comparison in fact. It means a story or incident that is unlikely to be true or realistic. The idioms actually sounds like this. We haven't seen or we haven't heard any story in which a cock is going to fight or compete a bull in real life. So we use this idiom whenever we come across a situation like this. It means do not believe in his cock and bull stories because he is a liar. So this is a sentence usage that you can understand easily. The next one is a hot potato. A hot potato. What is a hot potato? Yes. It means a controversial issue that nobody wants to discuss. A hot issue, anything that is so common in your society, but nobody is ready to talk about this. Its sentence can be, the immigration crisis has become a hot potato in many countries these days. We are almost halfway, going to the 10th one. To take one's breath away. To take one's breath away. It sounds good, it sounds appealing, and what does this mean, by the way? It means when you use this idiom when you see something extremely amazing and beautiful. So to take one's breath away is used whenever you come across a situation that you cherish, that you love to see or enjoy. The sentence can be, the way he played guitar took my breath away. The way he played piano took my breath away. The calm before the storm. That is my favorite. The calm before the storm. You must have observed that whenever hard times are going to come into your life, there is a sound peace in your life. It seems that everyone is going very good in accordance with your own expectations, but unfortunately right after them there is a battalions of worries and cares that enter into your life. So that is actually the calm before the storm. It means a period of some unusual peace or silence before some difficult or chaotic situation. Its usage, I always take a cup of coffee early morning in the office to enjoy the calm before the storm. Next idiom is to get up on the wrong side of the bed. It's very interesting to me as well. To get up on the wrong side of the bed. It means when you see someone who begins his day with a very bad mood. So we often use this to get up on the wrong side of the bed. See the sentence, get your work ready for checking. The teacher is here and he seems to or she seems to have gotten up on the wrong side of the bed. Meaning to say the students are talking about the mood of their teacher, that probably she or he is not in a good mood. Spread one's wings. To spread one's wings. You use this idiom to become more independent and confident. To spread one's wings. Taking interest in business at an early age. Spread my wings to become a successful businessman. The next idiom is a storm in a teacup. A storm in a teacup. You see, so this is what we call the metaphorical and figurative language, in fact. So we know that it's quite ironic, or it's not literal that a storm has ever come to a teacup, but it's used in the idioms. It means a great outrage or excitement about a trivial matter. When someone is behaving extraordinary on a trivial matter, on a common matter that can easily be ignored. So you won't be angry with you for a long time, it's just a storm in the teacup. So actually in the sentence, word is missing, there is a word missing, so it should be your mother. Your mother, your brother or your sister won't be angry with you for a long time, as it's just a storm in a teacup. Biting off more than you can chew. Can you see the kid? He's trying to bite off more than he can chew. So when do we use this? We use this when we see that when somebody is not having the capacity to take on a task that is too difficult to complete. For example, if you are going to take the responsibility of something that you think is beyond your capacity and you find yourself unable to perform it in a successful way. See the sentence, by accepting 2 job offers, he is obviously biting off more than he can chew. Adding insult to injury. Adding insult to injury. It means to make a bad situation even worse. When you are or somebody is already under some pressures, under some anxieties, under some problems, and some more problems are added to his life, we use this adding insult to injury. I was already getting late for work due to traffic jam, and to add insult to injury I was stopped by traffic police for overspeeding. Adding insult to injury. The 17th one is blessing in disguise. Can you see what figure are you watching now? What this picture is all about? Yes, if you have been watching TV or media blogs recently, you must have known or noticed that this is an image which is basically used for coronavirus. So do you think coronavirus can be a blessing in disguise? It means, when do we use this idiom, by the way? A good thing that initially seemed bad. Maybe, I'm not sure, in 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, the historians, whenever we'll be talking about this coronavirus outbreak or epidemic, might be, some of them will be referring it as a blessing in disguise, because it might have given us an opportunity to spend more and more time with our children, with our family, with our parents, and even friends. A sentence can be, I missed my flight, but it was a blessing in disguise, as the plane was hijacked. 18th one, devil's advocate. Devil's advocate. It means someone who takes the opposite side or has a counter argument. Someone who is standing just opposite your views, and a devil's advocate. He offered to play devil's advocate and turned against our case. The 19th one is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We use this idiom, ladies and gentlemen, when we are accomplishing 2 different tasks in the same undertaking. When we are able to get our goals with 2 goals by rendering 1 effort, 1 piece of effort. I have to go to the bank, and on the way back I'll pick up the groceries as well. So, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. The last one is stealing someone's thunder. Stealing someone's thunder. We use these idioms when someone is trying to take credit for someone else's achievements. It has been happening in the officials, in the organizations, in the institutions. Wherever you talk about, you might come across the situations like these when someone is stealing someone's thunder. A sentence can be, they all worked together on the project, but while submitting it, one of them stole the thunder. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have any query, if you have any question, was the video helpful, you can leave your feedback at my email abidbajwa@hotmail.com, or you can just drop me a text at my WhatsApp number 0333-610-1052. So take care, and we'll be bringing you more videos like these that you will enjoy to learn the new concepts, the new thing in English language. Take care. Bye.